also want to move to Los Angeles one day. Maybe when my YouTube channel blows up, I can buy a one-way ticket to Los Angeles and add to the overpopulation of Los Angeles. But I mean, like, ultimately, I do actually want to be in Hollywood so that I can pursue my acting career or see if I even have one. Oh man, trippy thoughts. I feel like that's step number one of every YouTuber. When they finally start making some money from YouTube, they're like, okay, cool. Step number one is to move to Los Angeles. And then when you get to Los Angeles, you want to go to as many auditions as possible because you have some kind of income from YouTube, right? So you don't have to be like a waiter or, take up another different job or whatever. So in your spare time, you can always create like your YouTube videos, and then like in your real time, you're actually just going out there and hustling, trying to make your acting dream come alive, either acting or producing or directing. Now though, people are starting to move to New York a lot more. I don't know, for me, that's not really a main thing for me. I know that my friend prefers New York over Los Angeles, but I also prefer Los Angeles because it's very much like where I am, or it seems very much like where I am because of the temperature, because of the beach, because of the vibe. I live in a very laid back city, not like super laid back. People actually like pursue things. People are actually like workaholics here, but it's not to the extent of New York. It's like a very hipster vibe. So that's kind of like the vibe, you wake up in the morning, you walk your dog to go get some matcha and those kind of things. So I don't think it will be like much of a culture shock for me if I actually move to Los Angeles from where I am, versus if I were to move to New York, where she wants to move to because of the hustle and bustle. She wants to be that New York society girl who is just moving up the corporate ladder and doing all of these things. Well, at least back then she wanted to be that kind of person, but for me, I think I 100% still have to go to Hollywood, even if it's just to work on a couple of projects and then kind of like move on afterwards. So I want to come for like the whole entertainment industry. Like I just want to be there, like do the whole acting, singing, performing thing, because that's really like the only thing that I have wanted to do for a very, very long time. Like I was never into like the whole fashion or beauty thing, and as much as I worked in like good jobs and whatever, ultimately like I always did those things because they gave me the resources to access the entertainment industry. They gave me the resources to be able to start a YouTube channel. They gave me the resources to learn about the film industry, about the entertainment industry, and to start building that social media presence. I was never the corporate ladder person. Like I don't know what it is. Yes, I am a creative, but I also do enjoy a lot of structure up to a certain point. I like knowing when I have things planned, but I don't like a very rigid structure. I like still having some kind of flexibility in between and still being able to own my time, which is very different to like the corporate world where your time is really not your own. Between 9 and 5, you have to be at a specific place for a specific period of time. Even if you don't feel like inspired to be there, even if you feel like you're not really performing at that time, even if you feel like you don't really want to be there, you just have to kind of like be there and be okay with it. Which I think is actually why the whole work from home thing worked so well, because it started showing that we're not really built for that kind of environment. I mean, it's great to have structure, but up to a certain point. Like I think it's designed inside our DNA to be able to be free as human beings, because at the end of the day, we're not robots. And it's nice to have a change of scenery and every now and again. Like your productivity and your creativity kind of like declines when you're in the exact same place doing the exact same thing over and over and over for extended period of times, and then like only having 2 weeks in a year to take off. So yes, One day I actually do want to move to Los Angeles and see what's happening in Hollywood. I would actually even like to visit Silicon Valley, but I know that's not in Los Angeles, it's in California, but you know what I'm saying.